Of course, I mean, he's adopted that sort of defensive approach, and you have to say it was working and it was getting results because they were resolute, they wasn't conceding goals, and they were winning games 1-0, 2-1s, and you're going, well, this is okay because we're getting results. Then all of a sudden, when teams start scoring against you and you start giving goals away in the 90th minute and the 80th minute and you're conceding set pieces and you haven't got that resilience, that's when you start questioning the tactics because you go, well, that game last night was there for the taking. You know, they went 1-0 up in the first minute and they had good possession in the first half. They had good chances to go again, but they don't. And when they come out in the second half, they just defended for 45 minutes. And then when they conceded was then all of a sudden, oh, hold on, we've conceded now, let's go and attack. But I don't understand that mentality because you can't defend for that long of a period of time in the Premier League because there's just too many good teams and there's too many good moments where a team will do something out of the ordinary from a set piece or a free kick or a ball drop inside the 6-yard box and you'll concede goals. And you're starting to see that now with Spurs. They've got to show more ambition. They've got to show more ambition when they go 1-0 up. Go 2-0 up or go 3-0 up. Then sit in, and then go, right, now we sit in, and now we be solid. Like they did...
Against West Ham.
Like but like the West Ham game, when they went 3-0 up, and they're still trying to pass it, they're trying to make it 4-5, that's when you go, we're 3-0 up, now we're going to shut up shop. But don't shut up shop after going 1-0 up in the first minute.
And I suppose the question is will the attacking players in that squad enjoy that? Or you know,
Son didn't look like he enjoyed it last night. I mean, he was
playing a bit deeper. He was deep, wasn't he? You know, because isn't the idea on a counter? He's the last man, right? Kane drops in and Son gets in behind, and I don't think he got in behind once.
Well, they played 3-5-2, which was tactically was good. You know, it worked in the first half. You went 1-0 up. They were controlling. They dictated the tempo of the game. But when they went 1-0 up, my question mark was, where's the pace and where's the runners off the ball? You know, who's going to make them runs beyond? Son is the only one really who does that. But if apart from that, you know, you had Doherty playing right wing back, you had Reguilon playing left wing back, who don't really possess blistering pace. So you've got Harry Kane who doesn't really have pace. So he's dropping in trying to get on it. If you haven't got him getting on the half turn and putting Son in behind, there isn't really anything else that Spurs have got. You know, so that's the only issue I have. I think they lack pace with, you know, without having Lucas Moura on the pitch and Bergwijn on the pitch. They don't really have too much pace. And Bergwijn and Moura aren't doing enough. I need more from them as players. You know, they need to make things happen. It can't just be solely down to Harry Kane and Son to make things happen. It was a game that Spurs should have gone and kept going. When they went 1-0 up, the game was there then to go again. It's the same as
the Palace game, isn't it? And
exactly.
And I've had a couple of games at home. You know, we mentioned that West Ham and Newcastle, and then suddenly the league table looks totally different.
Exactly. And normally you'd say away from home against Palace is a good result, you know, a draw, but then they go and get beat 7-0 and 3-0. So you go, well, really and truthfully, Spurs haven't got that cutting edge. And all of a sudden we're conceding too many set pieces, giving away too many fouls in and around the box, and we're not strong enough and that resilience has disappeared. So you've got to show more ambition because we can't hold on to a 1-0 lead. So you've got to try and go 2 or 3.
And it'd be really nice if it wasn't quite as boring. That's what I think. You reckon the 2009 side was better with Van der Vaart, Modric, Defoe, Bale? I mean, the trouble is, I always think we have rose-tinted spectacles. So you list those 4 players and you think, oh, wonderful. But you could find me 4 more players in that squad going, well, actually, was it that?
I think the 2009 team is a better team than Spurs have got now.
Where did they finish? No, fourth? They come fourth?
I think there was I think that's when they was, you know, started to get consistent. You know, you're talking about Modric, you know, Berbatov, Keane, Bale, Lennon. I think Spurs need an Aaron Lennon, and that should be Lucas Moura, and that should be Bergwijn. But Aaron Lennon was someone who had blistering pace, who could get beyond, and when he got the ball, he made things happen. Mm-hmm. When I'm seeing Bergwijn and Moura get the ball, they're not making things happen.
But if Lennon was playing in a side where he only got the ball twice in that attacking half of the pitch, he would be less. You know, his end product wasn't amazing either, but he had lots of chances to do it.
I agree with you. It's a different style, and it's something they're all they've all bought into it.
Came 8th in 2009, Spurs.
They come 8th.
Yeah, I think
I'm thinking about the team though. In the team on paper, you know, the team on paper.
I mean, I'd pay to watch Berbatov control a goal kick.
Exactly.
I mean, what a heavenly player he was.
But
so good.
At the end of the day, Spurs haven't won a trophy. They've brought Mourinho in, who's changed the mentality of how they want to play and how they want to do things. And if at the end of the season he has a trophy to answer for it, then it's a huge success. And he's brainwashed the players into thinking that this is the way we're going to do things. We're going to get results playing this way. And it hasn't quite worked out in the last couple of weeks, and they've dropped away. But they've still got enough quality and enough good players in the team to win games.
Yeah, I suppose conversely, Spurs have had a lot of years of trying to win a title or trying to win something, playing more expansive football. Give this a go for a year or two, and if it doesn't work,
I don't think it's a long-term plan.
Do something else. So a quick one on Dele Alli. There's so much spoken about a player who doesn't get on the pitch. He's there under a blanket in his trainers. I mean, I think he must be desperate for Pochettino to get the PSG job. You go from sitting on the bench there and not getting a minute to being in a squad with Neymar and Mbappe. What a job for Ali.
Is that going to happen though? Was that might maybe?
But that'd be such a wonderful move for him. I think
it'd be a great move for him, and I think it potentially could happen. But what does that say about Mourinho? Letting Dele Alli go to PSG, who are a massive football club. I think the player possesses loads of potential. I think he's had a brilliant career at Spurs under Mourinho. He doesn't seem like it's really working out there. I didn't like him digging him out in the interview, individualising his performance, and I thought that was poor from him. And then last night I looked at the bench and I was doing the game on Sky and thinking, Dele Alli's on the bench, they've gone to him and he's sitting there with his feet up with trainers on and he's on the bench. So I didn't understand that, and I wasn't quite sure where is his head's at.